All right, guys. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to just start off seated. And right now, I am noticing um, just with everybody, with everything, with this whole situation, just a lot of, over the last couple weeks, especially, just a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, a lot of like really heavy emotions popping up for a lot of people. Um, and so today, we're going to work on kind of moving some of that through. One of my favorite things to say is that energy cannot be created or destroyed, but it can be transformed. So, that's a powerful thing. Like you don't have to feel like you have all this power to just make something go away, but you can shift it. And what yoga is, a big thing of yoga, of what it is that shifting or changing of energy patterns. We have the chakra system, those wheels of energy, and they're called wheels because they're constantly moving and they're constantly spinning up and down the body. So we have this opportunity through our practice to shift and change that energy as we need it to. So today I'm going to start off with a breathing technique that is amazing for centering things out, shifting energy. If for any reason you don't like it, don't want to do it, just breathe in and out of your nose. Okay. So let's find a nice comfortable seat. If you're totally uncomfortable on the floor, the couch or a chair is totally fine since you're there at home. But let's go ahead and close eyes. And just take a moment to settle in here. So just begin to notice kind of where you are. Even affirm it to yourself. I am in my body. I am on my mat. I am here. And oftentimes that can take the edge off of those strong emotions. Just knowing you're here right now in your body. And then just slowly breathing in and out of your nose. So breathing in, count of 4. Breathing out, count of 4. And as you do that, just these first few breaths, allowing yourself to settle in, allowing yourself just to be here in this moment now. Consciously put aside those things that are not bringing you joy, peace, happiness, all of the things. Just consciously lay them aside, knowing that you can pick them up when you are finished practicing. And just be with the breath, counting that inhale in through the nose, counting the exhale out through the nose. And then you can choose to just stay here with this easy breath in and out of the nose. Or I'm going to add in some alternate nostril breathing, which I will guide you through. So if you'd like to participate, you'll bring your right thumb up to the right nostril and just inhale in through your left nostril. Pointer finger plugs left nostril, exhale out right nostril. Inhale right nostril. Plug right nostril, exhale left. Inhale left. Plug left, exhale right. Inhale right. Plug right, exhale left. Inhale left. Plug left, exhale right. Inhale right. Plug right, exhale left. Inhale left. Plug left, exhale right. Inhale right. Plug right, exhale left. Inhale left. Plug left, exhale right. Inhale right. Hold the breath in, let the palm fall to the lap. Exhale out both nostrils. Inhale in both nostrils. And then just resume normal breathing here. Giving yourself a moment just to breathe, perhaps set an intention here for your practice. And then bringing palms together, letting thumbs rest right at heart center, Anjali Mudra, sealing in intention and first breathing pattern. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. Go ahead. You can blink eyes open, look gently down at earth, hands to knees, and then just start to gently circle shoulders around. So just kind of getting all those fluids moving there around in the shoulders, continuing that breath in and out of the nose. Good. And then reverse move shoulders in the other direction. You may notice a little difference there. You didn't automatically go one way. So there's always that little bit of resistance. And then shoulders nice and relaxed. When you're ready, big inhale, reach up, sweep up. And then exhale, right hand, left knee. Take a little twist over towards left, gentle gaze over left shoulder, a couple breaths in and out of the nose. Gently look over that left shoulder, look down. Good. Big inhale, really reach up, lengthen your torso. And big exhale, left hand, right knee, twist over towards the right. Really nice, soft, gentle gaze over that right shoulder. Breathe deeply in and out of the nose. Again, nice tall spine as you twist as you go here. Good. And then inhale, reach, stretch the arms up. And then exhale, hands down on the knees. Good. And then just circle your torso around here. As you circle the torso around, just let your shoulders be nice and easy. You can kind of use the hands on the knees just to kind of steer yourself around. But today we're going to do a good amount of twisting, which is really good to move energy through. And then go ahead, reverse. So anytime that you are twisting, then you are kind of compressing certain organs, certain things inside the body, so that when the twist is released, a lot of fresh blood can flow straight to the organ. So it is cleansing in nature, physically and also energetically. Come all the way back up to sit. We'll do a little bit for those shoulders. So go ahead, take your left hand down, reach that right arm up and over, and then just relax once you get in there. So sometimes we reach so far that we create more stress and tension. So just relax the shoulders down. Breathe in and out of the nose. Good. And then just circle that right arm down and around a few times. Lots of movement for that shoulder joint. Just breathe nice and deeply as well as you can, in and out of the nose. Good. And then reverse, move that arm in the other direction, and just be mindful of what happens to the left shoulder. I know we're kind of working more on that right shoulder, but sometimes the left shoulder just tries to creep up into the ear. And last circle brings you all the way up, back and around. Just sit tall, eyes closed, hands down on the knees. Notice left versus right. Just breathe deeply here, in and out of the nose. Awesome. And then go ahead, open eyes, bring the right hand to the earth, and then sweep the left arm up and over again. Just relax once you get into it. Try not to let the shoulder come up into the ear. Breathe deeply in and out of the nose. Good. And then nice big circles with that left arm down and around, and just kind of notice as you go. Try to almost get lost in the noticing of, like, when you start moving in a certain direction, just the change in energy, maybe on the shoulder, the hands, the fingers, the breath, especially. That's always the best place to check in. Awesome. And then reverse, moving that arm in the other direction, just creating all this space there in the neck and the shoulders. Good. Nice. And then last circle brings you all the way back up and around. Again, sit in the center for a moment. Big inhale and exhale. Awesome. Let's go ahead and make our way to hands and knees, table pose. So I'm going to go ahead and make my way over to my mat here. So go ahead. And if you have sensitive knees, as always, feel free to pad those knees up with a blanket. I'm going to go ahead and put on a little music. So go ahead, come to the mat, and let's start to move through some cat-cow. So as you inhale, you're going to allow the belly to drop down. It's a little loud. As you exhale, you're going to round the spine. So just get into your movement pattern, your warm-up pattern. And again, anytime we can kind of move the spine around also, that spinal compression is a really lovely way to shift and move energy. So going back and forth between extension and flexion, and adding the breath in as a very supportive layer to that process. Good. Just a few more of these. If there is a different movement pattern that you wish to explore, maybe kind of circling those hips around or anything of that nature, feel free to do so. Good. And then from your table pose, you're going to walk your knees back just a teeny little bit here. And then bring your feet together, knees apart. You're going to go back to a child's pose for just an inhale and an exhale. Inhale up to table pose. And then exhale, lower to your belly. Bring your feet side by side. Take an inhale into a low cobra. Exhale, lower back down, touch your forehead. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, lower down. Last one, inhale, low cobra. Exhale, lower down. And then go ahead, come up to table pose for a breath. Widen your knees, touch your feet together. Go back to child's pose for an inhale and an exhale. Good. And then you're going to inhale forward to a table pose. Bring your knees back together. Come back down to your belly. We're going to inhale, press into a cobra, maybe come a little higher this time. Exhale, lower back down. And then inhale, come to a table pose. Good. And then exhale back to child's pose for an inhale and an exhale. Good. Let's do one more flow like that. So inhale to table. And then you're going to exhale, lower down to your belly. Bring your feet side by side. Touch your forehead down. Inhale into your cobra. Come up a little higher this time if you want to. Even straighten those arms if you can, if it doesn't bother your low back. Breathe deeply. And then exhale, lower your forehead down. Inhale up into a table. Widen your knees, touch your feet. Exhale back to a child's pose. Nice deep breaths here in your child's pose. Really get that spine nice and warmed up with that little flow. Good. Let's inhale forward into a table pose. Either stay here in table or you're going to curl those toes under. Lift your hips up and back into a downward facing dog. And really adjust your downward facing dog as you need to. So spreading palms wide, pointer fingers parallel, heels disappearing behind the toes. You can bend those knees if you want to or need to. And then from down dog or from table, if that's where you are, you're going to reach and stretch the right leg back behind you, bend the knee, open up the hip, breathe there. So nice big open hip. Even if your left knee is down, you can still get that hip up nice and high. Good. And then you're going to exhale and then step your right foot through. Go ahead and lower your left knee down. Then you're going to inhale up into your lunge. So reach and stretch those arms up. Now we're going to get into the shoulder a little bit here and the front of the left hip. So you're going to bend your left elbow, touch the left hand to the right shoulder, and then bring your right hand up on top of that elbow. Okay. Inhale, get long, lengthen here, and then exhale, press your head back into that forearm. Take some nice deep breaths here. So you're going to get into that shoulder, far into the front of the left hip, and really get a lot of length in the torso. Good. One more inhale, lift, and then exhale, hands go down. Left hand comes to the floor, and then right arm comes up. So come into a twist. Now, if you want to, you can wiggle your right foot more forward and more to the right, flex the right foot, and let that knee come out to the side. That just adds a little bit of a deeper stretch for that right outer hip, but it's not required. Most important thing here is the twist, trying to breathe into the belly, and then relax your left shoulder if you feel it popping up. Good. Slow, deep breaths. Long, slow exhale. Bring that right hand to the floor. Back the hips up. Wiggle your right heel forward. Flex through the right foot. And then fold here over the right leg. Hands right underneath those shoulders. Check in with your shoulders, your face, your jaw. Let those guys relax. And allow yourself to go back into that nice even breath pattern, in and out of the nose. Slow and steady breath. Good. And then when you're ready, go ahead, bend back into the right knee, bring your hands to the earth, and then lower down to your belly, nice and slowly. Touch your forehead down, plant those palms nice and strong. Inhale into your back bend. So good to do those after the twist. Exhale, back to child's pose for just an inhale and an exhale. Good. Then inhale forward to table pose. Again, choosing to stay here in table or move yourself up and back to a downward facing dog. Know that one is not necessarily better than the other. It's just kind of noticing and feeling what's going on in your body today, without judgment, of course. Good. And then from either down dog or table, you're going to reach the left leg back behind you, bend the knee, open up the hip. If you're in down dog, bend the right knee a little bit. Pull the outer right hip crease back. Be with the energy of your breath. That's where it all starts. Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and step that left foot through and lower that right knee down. And then when you're ready, you're going to inhale up into that lunge, reaching up, stretching up out of the waist, relaxing those shoulders. And then add in that little shoulder element. So you're going to bend that right elbow, touch the right palm to left shoulder, and then bring your left hand up on top of that right elbow. Inhale, lift chest and heart. And then exhale, press the head back into the forearm and just breathe. Make sure you're kind of pulling the left outer hip back. It's gonna want to come forward a bit. So just kind of just consciously pull that left outer hip back just a little bit. Relax your gaze. Breathe a little deeper. Awesome. Inhale, arms reach. And then exhale, hands go down. This time, right hand plants to the floor, and then the left arm sweeps up. Kind of do what you did on the first side. So if you took the front foot out to the side and flexed the foot and let yourself come to the outer edge of the foot, then do that here. Cognizant of that right shoulder, not letting it creep up too high. Very cognizant of breath in and out of your nose. Easy, slow, steady pace. Awesome. Good. Left hand down, back of your hips up. Flex that left foot and fold there over the left leg. So head, shoulders, everything nice and relaxed. Deep breaths in and out of the nose. Good. Nice. One more breath, one more little place to fold. And then bend into the left knee. Hands come down to the mat, lower down to your belly, nice and slowly. Touch forehead, plant palms, inhale, cobra. Exhale back to child's pose, just for an inhale and an exhale. Come back into table pose here. Now you can, if you want to, move through some cat-cow just to integrate what we've done so far. Or if you want to circle those hips around, you can also choose to do that. Good. Let's move our way back to that downward facing dog, or if you're just hanging out in table today, just stay there, moving through cat-cow or circling hips. Breathe in and out of the nose. Good. And then from either table or down dog, go ahead and make your way up to the front side of your mat. Find a forward fold here. Relax the forehead, relax face and jaw, and really just give your neck a nice chance here to get long. So feel the back of your neck, just allow that to lengthen. So the crown of your head, top of your head is really reaching towards the earth. We're often holding on at the neck. And a lot of people who have a lot of responsibility can tend to really gather stress and tension in the neck and the shoulders. That whole saying, the weight of the world on your shoulders. So release some of that here. Good. When you're ready, slide your hands to shins or knees. Inhale, lengthen your torso. Exhale, fold. We'll do two more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Last one, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And then when you're ready, big inhale, stand up. Reach up, stretch up. And exhale, thumbs to your heart. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and turn to face you guys. So once you come up there to the very top of your mat, take a big inhale to reach out through and step out through the right foot, arms out into a T position here. Good. And then turn your right foot towards the right, slightly pigeon toe in the left foot. Have right heel either intersecting left arch or heels in one line. Bend into the right knee, warrior two. So eyes looking right out over that right middle finger. Just kind of soften the eyes. Breathe deeply in and out of the nose. Good. Right knee, kind of press it back right over toes 2 and 3, and try not to grip the floor with those right toes as best you can. Breath, still flowing. Good. Hands to hips or waist, straighten right leg. Go ahead, turn those toes. Turn your left toes to the left, heel to arch or heel to heel. Inhale, arms reach out. And then exhale, come down again into warrior two, other side. Soften the shoulders, the face, the jaw. Left knee going right out over toes 2 and 3. Press down through outer edge of right foot. And then soften somewhere, face, shoulders, jaw. Try to just be present with this. I know it can be really hard. Some days harder than others. Good. And then hands to hips or waist, straighten left leg, turn the toes. So outer edges of feet parallel to outer edges of mat, big toes in the same line here. Hands to waist or hips, inhale, chest and heart lifts. And then you're going to exhale, find a forward fold. Take your hands either to the floor or the feet, just somewhere where they feel comfortable. But again, notice the back of the neck. And it's always observing without judgment. So like if you're hanging on to your neck or clenching your jaw or shoulders, and just, it's okay. It's just part of your body trying to do its job to protect you. You can even say,
Thank you for protecting me. I don't need your protection anymore. I'm good, right? And then when you're ready, you're going to bring those hands out in front of you and lengthen your torso, like a little half lift here. Yeah, so hands down. If you need like a pillow or something to go underneath your hand so you can maintain the flat back, then grab that. But you're going to move the left hand to the floor underneath the nose. Bring your right thumb into your right hip crease. Inhale, lengthen your torso, and then just start to roll that right shoulder open. If you want to reach the right arm up, you can, but sometimes the hips can kind of get a little wonky here. So just do what you can to really work into this twist. The spine is nice and long. The breath is nice and full. Good. One more inhale. Reach up, twist. And then exhale, go back into that wide-legged forward fold. Take your hands down to earth, anywhere that's comfortable. And just give that twist a moment to wash through. Again, the twist is very energetically cleansing physically also. Good. Big inhale. Walk those hands out in front of you and find that half lift position there. So nice, strong spine. This time it's going to be the right hand to the floor, and you can start off with your left thumb and your left hip crease. Big inhale, and then roll that shoulder open. And then if you want to reach and stretch the left arm up, you can. If you feel like you're keeping integrity there in the hips. Breath in and out of the nose, nice and slow. Be with what is as best you can. If you need to back out, if it's bothering your low back, then back out by all means. Good. And then exhale, bring that left hand down. Again, come back to your fold. Good. And then bring your hands to your hips or your waist. Use a big inhale to stand all the way back up. Good. And then you're going to start to heel toe your feet a little closer together. Good. And I'm going to walk back up to the front side of my mat. Inhale, arms reach up. And then exhale, fold nice and slowly. Inhale, torso lengthens. Exhale, fold. And then from here, you're going to walk back to a plank or a knee down plank. Okay, so whichever one, no pressure to do the more difficult version. Exhale down to your belly. And a nice big back bend, palms planted. Inhale, lift your back bend. And then exhale back to your child's pose. We'll stay here for a few breaths. So allow your forehead to rest gently down to the earth. Allow your eyes to relax. And just kind of be here where you are. The belly expanding out on the thighs. Breath just flowing easily and gently as it should. Good. If the mind is creating story or urgency, just talk back. Hey, we're not there right now. We're doing yoga, right? And then when you're ready, go ahead, come back into either down dog or table pose. So either moving through some cat-cow there in your table pose or just going back to down dog to stretch everything up and back. Totally fine, whichever you choose. Good. Beautiful. And then from your down dog or your table, you're going to reach and stretch your right leg back behind you, bend the knee, open up the hip, and then step your right foot through between your hands. Now, if you have your knee down, left knee, go ahead, bring it up, hands framing left foot, and lift your chest and heart coming into this runner's lunge. And then you're going to inhale up into your crescent warrior. So you're on the ball of that left foot
Arms are going to reach up, stretch up. You can always lower the left knee if you want to. So from here, we're going to find a twist. Now, you will decide once you get down there which one you want to take. So first twist is bringing left hand to floor, reaching right arm up if you want to, and it's okay with your back. You can bring your hands to heart center, lengthen your torso, and take that left elbow over the right knee. Either of these can be done with the back knee up or down. So try not to worry about which version is deeper or more advanced. Don't get caught up in those details. Just think about which one can I breathe in? And is my back, your back will usually tell you if you're twisting too deep, your low back. Good, one more breath here. And then whichever twist you're in, both hands frame the right foot. Now you're gonna step your left foot in 1 or 2 footprints, get that left heel down, straighten out the right leg, hands beside the right foot, use pillows or something to support hands if you need to, and then fold over that right leg. So again, head down below the heart, nice gentle inversion. Nice deep breath in and out of your nose here. Lengthen the neck. Get the left heel to the earth, even if it means you got to step it in a bit closer. Make sure your right leg does not lock out. Breathe in and out of your nose. Just a couple more. This is a really good compression pose. And then as you exhale, you'll start to bend into the right knee. Walk the left foot back so you're back in your runner's lunge. And then step back to plank or a knee down plank. So little core engagement here. And then lower to your belly. Good. Inhale, cobra. And then exhale back to a child's pose. So coming back to child's pose, just a little opportunity, a chance to check in. Check in with the breath. Check in with sensation. So notice something actually happening. Maybe the feeling of the tops of your feet touching the earth. Maybe the feeling of the upper back expanding with breath. Anytime you can just notice something that's really actually happening versus the story, you are transforming and transmuting energy. Good. And then when you're ready, let's come either back into the table pose, moving through some cat-cow, or you can come into your downward facing dog. Either one is fine. Nice deep breaths wherever you are. Good. And from either down dog or table, this time the left leg reaches up back behind you, bend the knee, open up the hip. Breathe. In and out of the nose. Good. When you're ready, you're going to step the left foot through between the hands. You can always lower that right knee if you want to. We're going to come up into that crescent warrior. So it's a little different than warrior one. I don't usually teach a lot of warrior one. Inhale, arms reach up. So this is crescent warrior, the back heel. So your right heel is off the floor if the knee is up. If the knee's down, then you're good. Warrior one is a different shape. Good. And then we're going to twist again here. So either right hand down, left arm up, or I'm going to do the prayer twist here. So to get prayer twist, hands together, lengthen your torso, and then twist elbow over knee. Again, not one is better than the other. Back knee can be up or can be down. Breath is flowing into the belly. In and out of the nose. Good. Just a couple more breaths here, make them strong. Awesome. Bring your hands down, and then you're gonna step the right foot in 1 or 2 footprints to get the heel down,
left leg straightens, fold it over the left leg. Now with your left heel or the right heel, get it all the way down to the earth. So if you need to step it forward a couple moments in order to make that happen, then do that. Nice deep breaths, lengthen out over the left leg. Fold. Good. And then start to bend into the left knee. Bring your hands down to the floor. Step back to your plank. Hold for just a moment. You can always drop those knees if you need to. And then lower to your belly. Press your palms down. Inhale into cobra. And then exhale back into child's pose. Either knees wide, big toes touching, or lay your belly on your thighs. Opportunity to check back in. Breath, body. Maybe notice the texture below your palms. Always bringing yourself back into what is happening now. Good. We're going to do something for the shoulders here. So you can stay in child's pose for this, or if you need to, you can come to table, but you're going to creep your right arm, right hand forward, and then thread that left shoulder down to the floor. So thread the needle. My hair is losing my ear here. So bring that left shoulder down. Now, if it's really hard to get the left shoulder down, you can come up to table and do a thread the needle from table. It's going to be just as effective to get into the back of that left shoulder. There are a lot of lymph nodes around that area, so adding some compression there can really do some nice things to get fluids in the body moving properly. You can do whatever you want to with this right hand. You can thread it around onto your back. You can just kind of leave it hanging. I'm just going to keep mine out in front. Let's take a couple more breaths here. Awesome. And then when you're ready, go ahead and just bring that left arm out. Now pause in the center, forehead down. Feel the difference between not only the back of left shoulder versus right, but also the left side body around the ribs versus the right. And then kind of crawl the left hand forward, or if you're in table, go up to table, and then bring that right shoulder down to the earth and just find the shape here that works best for you. So this is a twist, and it's also a kind of compression pose. So breathe deeply into it. In and out of your nose. Awesome. Good. And then when you're ready from here, let's reach that right arm back out, forehead down. Just notice the sides, shoulders, differences there. Good. Let's come up and let's move ahead onto the back here. So go ahead, come to lie down on your mat. Or once you get there, bring your feet down to touch the earth. Feet are to the earth. Feet are hip width. Knees are hip width. We're going to do one back bend here. So bring your hands to the earth beside your hips. Just good to do a little spine compression after twisting. Press your feet down, lift your hips up, inhale. And then if you want to walk those shoulders underneath you, clasping the palms, you can do that. 5 breaths here. So whatever you do, try not to turn your head. Just not really the best thing to do for your neck. Good. Just keep everything flowing. In and out of the nose. Awesome. Go ahead, release those hands, lower your hips down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees open up. Supta Baddha Konasana, and just take some nice deep breaths all the way down into that lowest belly. Good. And when you're ready, let's bring your feet back to the floor. You're going to keep the feet underneath bent knees, and then you're going to take your right outer ankle to the left knee, like a figure four. And you can just kind of massage that right thigh, press the knee back, send some nice deep breath there. And then if you would like to, you can hug the left thigh into the body. Now, once you get here, just check in with your shoulders, your jaw, your neck. If you're like crunching way up off the floor, just let your left foot rest today. You can always, pull the knee into the chest another time, but try not to create any extra stress. And then if you have the knee in and you'd like to, you can reach the left heel up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Flex the left foot, flex the right foot, wherever you are. Good. Now, if your left foot's on the floor, leave it there. Let's everyone else bring left foot down, release. Now, stay in this formation here. So keep that right outer ankle to left knee. And you're going to press your left foot into the earth, lift your hips up and over to the right, just a couple inches. And then you're going to bring that formation over there onto the left side, arms to a T or cactus. So this really gets into that right outer hip. Now, if you get in there and you're like, this just doesn't feel good, then just stack your knees, take a knee down twist. When arms are open to T or cactus, you can look away from those knees. You can look over at the right, just a couple more breaths here. Good. And then you're going to take the right knee, stack it on top of the left knee. Just take a couple breaths here with an easy knee down twist. So stay there with the knees to the left. Couple breaths. And then gently pull your knees back in. You can hug them, you can circle around, give yourself a little bit of integration here. So do what feels good. You can just be still with knees hugging in, or you can move, circle around. Just breathe wherever you are. Good. And then feet come back down to earth. Left outer ankle to that right knee. Flex your left foot. So just stay here for a moment. Massage the left thigh back. Flex the left foot. Breathe in and out of the nose. And then if you would like to here, you can start to pull that right thigh into the body. You can also reach that right heel up towards the ceiling. So again, find what feels best for you today. Sometimes you can, quote unquote, do something, but for whatever reason, your body is just not having it on a particular day. And that's okay. Again, our body is always trying to get to homeostasis. It's always trying to sync up with nature, but the mind is so powerful. The mind is what says no, kind of argues with nature, right? That's why our practice is so important. When you're ready, let's bring the right foot down if it's not there already. Again, settle in here. Press that right foot down. Lift your hips to the left just a couple inches. And then again, keep that figure four formation. And then find a twist. Arms open, you can look towards left. If this is super uncomfortable, you need to come out at any time, you can go ahead and just take the left knee on top of right. So easy knee down twist. If you're okay, then take a few more breaths here. In and out of the nose. Good. And then when you're ready, restack those knees. Stay in your knee down twist, look over towards left. Again, breathe down into the belly. Good. Let's bring knees, everything back to center here. Just about a minute here. So if you want to just hang out here for the next minute, hug those knees in, you can. If you want to bring your heels up to the ceiling for a supported shoulder stand, you can. I'm going to take a regular shoulder stand. So if you want to do that, if you have a shoulder stand practice, you can. Just be mindful of not looking around as you do that. So regular shoulder stand, you're going to bring those elbows down, pop your hips up and kind of catch those hips up in the air, walk the elbows underneath you, lift your feet up towards the ceiling. If you're like, oh, heck no, or your body says no, then just float your feet up to the ceiling. You're going to get all the benefits of an inversion. Whatever you do, especially if you're in shoulder stand, don't turn your head. Nice deep breaths. Just about 3 more breaths wherever you are. Knees can be hugging in. If you are in a regular shoulder stand, just slowly bend your knees, let go of your hips, roll the spine gently back down to earth, and then come to lie down. Everyone, you can kind of turn your head a couple times side to side. And let's come into position for relaxation. So find a place for your body that is comfortable. If you're uncomfortable lying down, you can always take pillows underneath bent knees. You can also get up into a chair or sofa, whatever is comfortable. But let's go back into that sensation of breath in and out of the nose. So let yourself arrive to rest. And you can even tell your body, hey, it's okay. We're just going to rest for a little bit. And then begin to slow the breath down even more. So breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And give yourself a rhythm that works for you. Maybe it's 4 and 4, 5, 5, or 6, 6, or even something different. Again, telling yourself it is okay to relax. It is okay to be here. It is okay to let go just for a little bit. You can pick everything back up in a little while if you want to. And then as you breathe, settling into whatever pattern feels best for you, begin to imagine the breath as this light kind of in the center of your body towards the navel. As you inhale, the light grows brighter and brighter, kind of going all the way out through fingers, toes, top of head. And as you exhale, the light is leaving the body, but encasing and enveloping you in this warm, gentle place. So you feel that warmth surrounding your body all over. The inhale, that light within you growing brighter and brighter, nourishing the body. The exhale, that light surrounding and encasing you, your exhale now nourishing the earth. This beautiful symbiotic relationship of your body with you and nature. Knowing that your body always wants to sync up with nature to be supported, and that nature always has your back. And settling in here, begin to bring your awareness just up to the very, very top of your head to begin with here. And feel that light energy right up at the crown of your head and feel it kind of spreading over the face, letting your forehead completely broaden and relax, allowing your eyes to rest back into the head, allowing the face, the jaw, the teeth to separate. Again, that beautiful light energy just spreading over your face, allowing the whole face, the jaw, the back of the head to relax and to be held here. Coming into the very back of the neck, that warmth energy there. Coming into the very tops, backs of the shoulders, feeling the backs of the shoulders, the connection with earth. Feeling your spine at the top, again connecting with earth. Feeling the breath in the backs of the rib cage as you inhale, that beautiful spreading and lifting. As you exhale, that gentle letting go, releasing. Coming to your belly, feeling the gentle lift of the belly with your inhale. And the falling in with the exhale. Moving now to the hands, feeling some tingling there around the fingers. Allowing that tingling, your warmth, your healing energy to spread now into the palms of the hands, the backs of the hands, the wrists, forearms. Now your elbows just nice and relaxed. Upper arm bones, easy and relaxed. Coming all the way up back into the shoulders. Let's move to the front of the chest. First, the collarbone, and then noticing that gentle lift on your inhale, accepting the nourishment of all the oxygen coming in. That falling of the collarbone as the CO2 exits the body to nourish the earth. And then coming into the ribs, feeling that beautiful spreading, the lifting, the inhale. And that beautiful falling, the exhale. Moving into the heart space, feeling the heart, that light growing brighter and brighter again with every inhale, feeling that lifting. Every exhale, the lowering, releasing, letting go. Moving into belly, feeling again the lifting, and the exhale, the lowering. Down to pelvis and hips. Consciously allowing your pelvis, your hips, the whole low back to just release into the earth. Again, often we are holding there. It is our survival area, the root chakra. We just tell it it's okay. We're safe here. Allow your whole torso to completely relax. Moving to your legs, the upper thigh bones, just getting heavier and heavier, falling into the earth. Backs of the thighs, the hamstrings completely releasing any engaging there. The kneecaps, totally relaxed, nice and easy. Backs of the knees relaxing. The shin bones falling there into the legs. Calf muscles, again, releasing any holding. It is often unconscious and it's the body's attempt to protect us from this natural flow of energy. So just allow that energy to go, to release it. Coming to your heels, letting your heels drop down, your toes to flop open gently. Warming there in the soles of the feet. Letting your feet relax, toes flopping open. And that warming, healing energy in the soles of your feet. Allowing it to spread from soles of feet all the way over through the legs, the torso, shoulders, whole entire body, just letting go, just releasing, relaxing.
Giving your body just this moment to rest, move into that natural flow of energy of nature, of the earth. And then when you're ready, taking a big inhale, holding the breath in, opening the throat, exhaling. Finding just some small movements in fingers, toes, gently stretching arms, legs. Eventually, you can bend your knees, bring feet to floor, and then just rock on over to your favorite side. Pause there for a moment. And then go ahead and come all the way up to a comfortable seat, just sitting tall, very similar to the seat that you took in the very beginning of practice. With eyes closed, hands down on the knees, just a couple breaths here. Stay inside. Aware of the energy in your body now in this moment, and perhaps taking just a moment to observe and witness the change, the shift in energy now versus when you first began. Bringing palms together, letting thumbs rest right at heart center, just affirming to yourself this beautiful power to sync up with nature, to sync up with healing, to sync up with rest and digest, knowing that it never left you. It was always here. You just forgot momentarily. Feeling that knowingness, that deep inner wisdom and peace that is already within you now into your body. So it's there later when you need it. Taking a full inhale and exhale. Jai Bhagwan. Namaste. Thank you guys so very much for coming and practicing. I'll be back on Saturday. Thank you guys. As always, feel free to email me if you have